Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me, I hope you can see me. I'm in the Franklin Mountains in El Paso. I think I climbed about 10 stories just to get to this point, and I'm looking up at the top. I don't think I'm going all the way today. I got El Paso and Juarez right here behind me, and that has inspired me to talk about something I'm passionate about, really, is that we're all human. You know, there's not much that makes us different. You know, in this day and age, you know, everybody's trying to separate us as humans. They're trying to separate us into these different boxes, these different categories. And you know, for what it's worth, I'm a veteran, so I'm in a category. On top of that, I was in the Marine Corps. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, so I'm in my own little special subcategory of crazy. And but on top of that, I have Asperger's, and so I'm in that little subcategory. And what I found in this world is, instead of trying to stomp my foot and get my attention for who I am and what I believe and what I stand for, that only seeks to divide us as humans, as brothers and sisters. And what I think is more important to focus on is what we have in common. Each and every one of us around the world, and I've been around the world, so I've met lots of wonderful people, and so there's no prejudice in my heart. I believe that character comes from the heart, not from the skin color. It doesn't matter if you're an immigrant from Juarez coming across the border illegally or legally. It doesn't matter to me. People are people, and the majority of people want to be happy, want to be in love with their wives, their husbands, want to play with their kids all day long. And I think that those things that bind us together, that we have more in common than the things that we don't have in common. You go right across the border behind me and you'll find a whole new world, a whole different ideology, a whole different government, and that's different from what most Americans, you know, are raised with and you know, think. You know, Italy's a wonderful place, and it holds a special place in my heart. You know, depending on who I'm talking to, I either tell everybody I'm half Italian or half Mexican. You know, I'm not ashamed of who I am or the color of my skin, but I love people from around the world, and it makes no difference to me your social status. What we've got to remember is it's not the cars, it's not the shoes, it's not the job we have that makes us who we are. It's what's in here. It's what we believe, it's what we love, it's what we give, it's what we share. Those things that we have in common that make us human. All the other little subcategories make us unique. It doesn't make us right, it makes us unique. We all face troubles, we all have our challenges as an ASPE, as a veteran, as LGB community. There are challenges that face each and every one of us each and every day. What's important is that we face those things with love, with passion, with a kind heart. You know, you see it every day in relationships. I'm not going to trust another, you know, for whatever side of the fence you're on. I'm not going to trust another person with my heart because my heart was broken in the past. You know, there's bad people everywhere you go. It doesn't matter what country, what religion, what color you are. It doesn't matter. There are bad people everywhere you go. But there is far much more beauty out there in this life, in this world, that brings us together. And so if you got cheated on in the past, let it go. If you did wrong in the past, let it go. These trials, these things we face that knock us down, that make us hurt, we need to focus on allowing those things to make us stronger, to make us better people, to open our hearts more, instead of closing up, instead of hiding away in like a little hermit crab. No one wants that. We all want the same things: happiness, love, family. Those things are what's most important, most beautiful in this life. So from My place, El Paso. I was born here. I love this town, El Chuco. I love Texas. I love Texas like only a Texan can. It doesn't mean I dislike other places. It doesn't mean I think I'm better than other places. It doesn't mean that you know, if you're from California or New York, that you're not welcome in my house. And I accept beauty and love wherever I find it, in whatever people I find it in. It doesn't matter to me your religion, your race, your color, what kind of pants you wear, what kind of underpants you wear. I don't care. And I saw a post, 2 posts on Facebook, you know, the World Wide Web of information of Facebook. You know, I saw one video where this dude hopped in, I guess like an Uber car, and they almost rear-ended somebody, and the dude got out and he's yelling and screaming, "You almost wrecked my car," and stuff. And the passenger in the Uber car, he says, "How can you wave and just be happy and friendly and stuff like that?" And he says, "You know, people are like garbage trucks." I wouldn't say that we're like garbage trucks. We're human, we're natural, we're normal. But in that course of this life that we run through obstacles and trials and challenges that hurt us and leave us with scars, leave us with burdens, leave us with torment, torture, demons, and things that that prevent us from enjoying this happy life that we live in. And so in the terms of people are like garbage trucks, they come and they dump it on you whenever they get too full up. You know, there are a lot of people that I guess are like that. You know, there are people that just you know, think that they can be as disrespectful as they want to be just because we have that freedom, we have that right. You know, I'm not going to say it in the video because it's too crass for the video, but in the Marine Corps, you know, the ideology of I don't care. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care who you are, what you say. No skin off my back. It's not going to bother me any. But in that, and that's a powerful stance, mentally speaking, that's a good and healthy stance. We need to live our lives for who we are, how we see the world around us, and enjoy it and embrace it, and not be ashamed to be who we are. But that ideology that is so prevalent today, that I don't care what you think, doesn't mean that we have to treat everybody we meet with disrespect, dishonor, rudeness, crassness. You know, let's be polite, be friendly, say after you, hold the door for people. How are you? I'm good, sir. How are you? I'm good, ma'am. Have a nice day. You know, I'm not a friendly, talkative guy because, you know, Asperger's and all the things that plague me with that, you know, the stresses, the anxiety. You know, I would just prefer to be locked up in a safe and kept away. I'm happiest when I'm by myself or with my family. But you know, get me out of my comfort zone and I clam up, and I'm very socially awkward, so to speak. But I still do my best to treat anyone and everyone I meet with respect, with a fine how do you do, and just be in general courteous and friendly to people I meet. I don't have to be rude, even though I have my troubles and my anxieties and you know, the bad things that my life has brought to me. I don't have to just say I don't care about you. In fact, that's not what being human is about. And I think that as we close ourselves off and we close off our heart and we start treating anybody and everybody we meet that we own the road and it's my way or the highway, I think we lose. We lose as an individual. We lose as a society. Everything that's going on in the media and the world today, these people seek to divide us, seek to take away the basic fundamental values of what makes us human, what makes us all happy. And instead of focusing on this and that and he said and she said and the World Wide Web of Facebook and the information that floods our minds every day, take a step back. Keep your mouth quiet for a little bit and just listen. Remain calm, remain in control of your emotions. Try to think these situations out rationally, with patience, with love, and let's just focus on being human again. Not the differences that divide us, that separate us, that make us unique, but what makes us a collective civilization, what makes us most happy. And I think if the world, our governments around the world, the media focused on these things, let's focus on what makes the world a better place, then I think we would all benefit from that. But I don't think it's ever going to start with the government down to us. It needs to start with us. Stop fighting, stop rioting, stop putting your flag in the ground and saying this is me and I don't care about you. Start saying we're human. Let's love each other. Let's be friends. Let's talk. We don't always have to agree. That's part of innovation and creativity, is the differences between us. But we don't have to fight about it. We don't have to argue and point fingers and demand social justice or whatever they're demanding. Let's just focus on love. Let's be friends. Hit me up, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube. Send me a letter if you want. Don't get me feeling goofy. I'll start dancing. You don't want to see me dance. I love you all. Have a good day. Take it easy. From El Paso, I love you.